Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already, but I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And a pitch. That misses. And we're underway here in Game 4. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Rojas under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bounced up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Man at first. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike. And there's a ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground, could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score.
Yeah. Who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah. This opportunity is once.
Back here in Philadelphia and towing the slab, Bryce Miller. What do you have on him, Chris?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Kicks and fires. There's a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the struggles continue in the postseason.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Trey Turner stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. The pitch.
Ball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. That's inside. And now it's filled up.
A really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The wind of the pitch. Gets under it and pops it up. France pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
The pitch. And a foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got him. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And that's in there for strike 1. Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it's 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez makes the grab on the run. Phillies strand 1, scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Nola back to work. Hernandez with a high fly ball deep to left. Marsh going back some more, still going back, leaping, and he makes the grab.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Jared Kellner in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Here comes a pitch. What a stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So they make short work of them there. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. We're tied 0-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park. This is Bryson Stott. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Canzone hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it is JT Realmuto. There's a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something built high.
That misses. 1-1. And that's outside. Second inning here, no score. In the air, right side. Hernandez settles underneath it. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one's in there, 0-1. Righty to the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Philadelphia. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the first baseman, Ty France. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. France, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and a quick out, number 1. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Base knock, center field.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Out to center. Rojas settles underneath it. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Crawford measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in the shortened 2020 season. Over to first, and he's saved. At the belt and fires. Right through there for a strike. In the air, out to center. Rojas under it. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. And we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. And a pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. That one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. And down on strikes. And now 1 away.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Schwarber in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count,
1 at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. We're tied 0-0. On to the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Nola back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but one or two pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Hit hard. That gets through.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. He hit into a double play his first time up. Ground ball, could be two. Quickly to second for one. How about that double play?
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Good eye right there.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Two now. Swings and misses. That ends the frame. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Welcome back. Bottom four. Trey Turner now. There's a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And a pitch. Slow roller to first. And foul ball. Next pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That misses, and that is ball one. That's out to center field. Rodriguez racing over to make the catch. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball. And the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2. And now 1-2.
It's a good take.
And now the count is even. And the righty deals. Good eye right there. This one lifted in the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And we are still scoreless. The pitch. Swings through that one.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Kelnick, the next to hit, takes outside. Grounded out his first time. Next offering is fouled back.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Next one misses. 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. On the ground, right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Here's the 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas on the move to the alley. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On the ground to short, Turner. Slings it across, and that is that. Mariners go down quietly there. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, digging in, Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Popped up left side. Crawford sizes this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Not close with that one. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And it stays fair.
No, they didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Castellanos off of first with 2 away. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2. Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1 left for Philadelphia. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. And welcome back. Top 6. Now at the plate, Dominic Canzone. And he deals. There's a strike. Canzone goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. Bangs off the wall, but now he holds it first with a leadoff single. Little surprising he didn't try for 2.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Josh Rojas. First offering, misses the mark. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
They haven't scored yet in this game, and with that swing, they're definitely trying to get on the board. That's the way guys go about their business today.
To the right side. Oh, he gloves it. The throw over to Turner for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. And the first offering is not close. Out towards left center. Marsh puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That's in there. That's strike 1. Rodriguez, an all-star a season ago, 22 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. And back here, Citizens Bank Park. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johan Rojas. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
High fly ball down the left field line. 1 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one moves his feet. Now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Turner now. In there, and it's 0-1. Turner, a career batting average over 300, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And takes low for ball one.
1-1.
And here comes Scott Serp. George Kirby comes on now. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. The pitch. Late swing, fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Stays alive. The 1-2. Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. The wind of the pitch. Ripped to short. On to France. And they get Turner for the out. And now here is Harper. On the ground to the left. Fires to first on the run. And that is the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. And the pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Pushed it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
That one is absolutely belted. Reaching for it and breaks it in.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Boom. Under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 1-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 0-1. Check swing, and he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Rojas snags it on the run.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Stott batting with one down, takes a strike. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And the right-hander deals. So now 1-2.
Has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And a good eye there. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And it's fouled away. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Realmuto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the DH, Jared Kellner. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now Ty France. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and there's one away. So up next, Dominic Canzone. First offering, and it just misses.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Line drive. Rojas makes the grab. Out. Number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Fought off foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Mariners leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That one inside. 1-0. And there's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Hernandez settles underneath it. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one drifts inside.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. He goes down looking. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Right-handed reliever. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. And that just misses.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
That one misses in the dirt. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Pulls it in on the run. And that's the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming.
So they turn to Craig Kimbrell.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So last chance for the Mariners. And stepping in for the Mariners, Teoscar Hernandez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Trying to deliver as the hero. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Now time called at the plate. Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 3-1. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boo. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to win? Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That was a moonshot, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
The left-hander on now, Jose Alvarado. He's into the game with the bases empty. So digging in, Ty France. In there for strike one. On the ground, Turner. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Now the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-2 now. That one down the line. Harper steps on the bag, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Trey Turner. In the air out towards right center. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And one pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Down and in, moved his feet.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Makes the grab, and there's one away. Alec Bohm will hit next. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3 balls and a strike. Line drive, caught. Last chance for the Phillies, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. That one's in there, 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. He will score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Pitching change here, Taylor Saucedo.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Ground ball right side. On the first, ball game. And the Mariners take a big 3-1 lead here in the series.
Well, all these guys need is one more win. But when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game. It's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat. It's a win of a pitch count. And that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Because I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure.